My name's Brandon Michael. Just want to share a little story about a brand of cigars I'm in the process of creating. And I would like to do like a little documentary type thing, um, charting the progress of the endeavor. It Let me start from the beginning. How did I get introduced into cigars? So the backstory is that my grandfather had died, right? He was probably the one of the most influential men in my life, and I looked up to him quite a bit. Um, he taught me a lot of things about being a man and being a good man. So the so a couple weeks after that, um, my girlfriend at the time planned this special date. And when I showed up to this date, uh, she had a spread of uh, a charcuterie board with all types of meats and cheeses that I hadn't even heard of. Um, Grapes and strawberry fruits and chocolates and nuts and beverages to go with it. My wife drinks. I don't. She had wine. I don't remember what I drank, but it was something that paired nicely with it. And then she had cigars, and it was a fantastic date. Fantastic date. Um, it was at that time I knew that this woman is so intentional and so sacrificial and sees my heart and my need to have a time to think about my grandfather and make it a special occasion and celebrate him in my own way. And my grandfather, he was a big pipe smoker, and I don't smoke pipes or anything like that, but I do like cigars. But anyway, uh, I knew at that moment that I loved that woman. Like I loved her, and wasn't long after that I proposed to her, and now we're married. But that was kind of like the first time a cigar was ever a real experience for me. Like it had meaning and intentionality behind it. And come to find out, she actually went to a cigar shop, and they taught her how to cut it, how to light it, how to uh, what's the word? Pair it with different things, what to pair it with, and help them choose cigars. And it was a cool thing, like how much planning and thought she put into providing this experience um, for us to enjoy. And I just thought that was amazing. So, um, so that was 2 years ago, maybe three. And then, and I would, after that, I would smoke cigars maybe a couple times a year. And then lately, over the past year, I've been getting more and more into them. And, uh, and one of the things that I find that is lacking within cigar brands is there's there's no heart, there's no story, there's nothing to experience beyond taste preferences. I feel like they're with such a long, rich, powerful history that is behind cigars. You would think there would be more of a experience behind it rather than just here's a blend, here's a new blend, here's a new blend. Everybody has a new blend, you know. So I think that's kind of where it has gotten to lately in the cigar world is just creating the next blend and not really um, focusing on making something that is personal to connect with the consumer. Like I have no connection with any brand or loyalty to any brand out there beyond the flavor profile. That's it. So, I mean, cigars are more than just a pastime. I mean, when I sit down and have a cigar, it's an intentional time. It's a time of thinking, it's a time of reflection, it's a time of contemplation and planning and processing. Like as a man, there's a lot of weight on my shoulders, and um, I've learned to schedule time in my day, in my week, in my month, in my quarter, in my year to take time to relax and to think and to process and to plan. And and I think we need more of that, you know. um, like what are we aiming at and what are we striving for? Because whatever you aim at, the trajectory of your life will follow. So I don't know. I wanted to bring a cigar line where each cigar has a purpose, each cigar has a meaning, each cigar has a testimony to it, if you will. Um, Something to connect with other than the flavor profile, which I hope the cigars that come out, you love the flavor. I know I want to love the flavor too. I haven't even tried them yet. They are in the Dominican blending them right now. I should have them in the next couple weeks to try some samples. Crazy, huh? So that's where I'm at with this. I just wanted to do something, a way to share my heart and to share the things I'm passionate about, um, and pair it with something. Yeah. So I hope to fill in that gap in the cigar industry. I mean, I'm only one man doing my first line of cigars, but and my first time ever in this industry. I mean, I have another business, you know, but I don't know anything about the industry. I don't know anything about the cigar world. I just just interested in doing something different. And, you know, we watch movies, we read books, we connect with other people because we have a bond. And we have a story. Um, we have some camaraderie. And I would like to create a cigar line that comes alongside you in your struggle with life. You know, life's full of ups and downs, obstacles, I mean, pain, hurdles. I mean, it's an uphill climb some days, um, but the climb is awesome. You know, because in that climb, that's where character is built. And even if I start an endeavor and I start my way up that mountain, looking at the mountaintop, and I reach the mountaintop, wherever the reward is great, but it's the character and who I've become and the obstacles I've navigated through, uh, the perseverance I've created, um, how I've developed into a completely different person through that process, through that climb. That's where the real money is. That's the thing that can't be bought. It just has to be earned. It has to be worked through. It has to be pursued. And that's where legacy is. You know, if I leave money to my family when I'm gone, that might mean something. But if I lead a life of character and integrity and authenticity and pass that down from generation to generation, now that's a legacy the world can use. That's a useful legacy. So that's my goal. Is to make a cigar that talks about the journey, talks about the things we go through, the things we struggle with, the things how we overcome and grow into the person we're supposed to be, into the man I'm called to be. Because obstacles aren't bad. They're opportunities. Obstacles are opportunities to grow into something greater, to become something better. For there's no limit to how awesome you can be. There's no limit to how much character you can develop. None at all. So, so that's the foundation for the cigar brand, and that's ultimately the foundation for a legacy for your life. And I believe people can connect with that. I can connect with that. I can get behind that, and I think others will too. One of these videos here soon, I will be tasting my new cigar. I'm going to do a series of videos, and it's going to be awesome. So bear with me. I'm not a tech guy. I don't know how to do this stuff, so it's going to be interesting. It's my first real video, so there's that. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be very passionate about a project. So, in the next video, I will talk about the name of this new brand of cigars. Until then, remember, the character is in the climb.